Hi, I'm back, and with merch. Ooh. iTired merch is back, new and improved. Advasion looks good here. What? Are you tired of 2020 and all the dumb stuff that has happened so far? I'm talking specifically to you, Miss Rona. Imagine how tired we are. Well, now you can let everyone know how tired you are in really cute colors, especially for spring and summer. And show people that you're a fan of Ian. Advasion. Oh my god. What is wrong with me? The link will be in the bio if you're interested. So there's this new K-pop group that debuted in the UK recently, and they're getting a lot of attention. One of the main reasons why is because they have labeled themselves as a K-pop group, which has kind of rubbed people the wrong way. Since most of the members aren't Korean or East Asian, which is typically what you see in a K-pop group. It seems like none of them are fluent in Korean either from what I've seen. Also, the song is being criticized a lot, and here's the thing. The first time that I listened to this, I was like, oh my god. That was an experience. Why does my head hurt? And then I listened to it again just to be sure that I didn't miss anything. And then I never listened to it again, but can someone tell me why it's been stuck in my head for the past 2 days? I was editing my video and I accidentally sang it out loud.
Wait, your turn.
Which, how embarrassing. I was pretty much like, no, bad brain. Stop singing that. Bad. I already have 1,000 thoughts going through my brain per minute since I'm stuck inside all the time, and I don't need any more lyrics in there because my brain is about to be like a fried egg. So I was actually thinking if I drew this girl group Kachi some fan art, maybe it will appease them and they will leave me alone and let me live my life again peacefully. Please spare me, Kachi girlies. I just want some peace and quiet when I want to go to bed. Like if this song gets stuck in my head anymore, even my sleep paralysis demon will be performing the choreography. The eye contact version. Yeah, I guess in the end you can really say that this song is...
Don't do it.
kinda catchy. Hey guys, I'm back. I just talked to my aunt who's a psychiatrist and she said it's not looking good, love. I'm just thinking, whoever was the mastermind behind the song should be in jail because I feel like it should be illegal to make a song this catchy, especially this type of song. I need them to stop whatever they're doing and actually maybe come write for Ian Lee. I heard he's looking for a producer for his single.
Sugar.
Well, first I will be drawing their entire group so I can practice how to draw their faces, since I'm not very good at drawing yet. Here we have their nice silver concept with Nicole, Chunso, Danny, and Coco. Oh my god, I just realized I know all their names. Oh my god. Oh, and by the way, don't be toxic and send them hate because they have gotten enough of that already. If you look at any of their social media, it's just like a wall of scary. I think they disabled comments on most of their platforms, but surprisingly, TikTok still has comments on, which is very brave of them. TikTok comments are funny, but they are so mean. If you want to critique them though, and their music, that's great. Even some lighthearted jokes and a sprinkle of trolling is fine too. But just don't be nasty, cause all those mean comments that they're getting are pretty much on steroids right now, cause they're getting like thousands a day. I also did a little bit of research before making this video, just to be sure I knew what I was talking about and not to look dumb. And a lot of stuff that people are saying about Kachi is fake. Like how some of their songs are plagiarizing other songs when they haven't even released a track list yet, and a bunch of other stuff. It's totally fine to not like Kachi, like if they're not your cup of tea, then you can dislike them. But going out of your way to make up rumors about them to make them even more hated isn't right. Yeah, don't do that, guys. Sorry, I don't mean to sound like a Disney character trying to lecture you about bullying, but if I was, I'd just be like, hey guys, don't bully. And just like that, bullying has been eradicated. You're welcome. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh yikes! What is going on here? I still need to add her blue hair, but it looks like she just got out of the shower. Not decent. Other than Nicole's shower incident, here's our first Kachi picture. Look at the girlies, all dolled up in their silver concept and their busted knees. Oh, I'm actually just realizing, this is the first time I've ever drawn knees. Usually when I draw celebrities or K-pop idols, I'll draw above the waist, and wow, I really can't believe this is my first attempt at drawing knees, and I'm gonna make it my last. The first member that we're going to draw individually is our fearless leader, Nicole. And if you guys didn't know, her height is 155, but she grew to 157. And all the other members are heightless because only she mentioned her height in the introduction videos. That's like the only thing I took away from the video. Watching her perform, I think she's probably the most skilled so far out of all the catchy girlies. Good job making her the leader. She is 157, guys. Ooh, region vibes. So besides the music and all the other questionable stuff that they have done, to me, I don't think the race thing is that big of a deal. Because if you think about it, your ethnicity shouldn't be a gatekeeper to whether or not you can be a K-pop idol. Like, if you're really passionate about K-pop and performing and trained enough to meet the industry standards, then wouldn't you say that's enough to be an idol? I actually saw some comments talking about Coco, and they were saying things like, Coco's the only one who's qualified to be a K-pop idol. Or like, Coco, if you leave Kachi, you can still be an idol. But wouldn't you say that those comments are a little bit hypocritical? Just because someone is a certain race doesn't mean that they have what it takes to be an idol. And from what I've heard so far, I don't think that Coco's singing is up to that standard. Personally, I felt like her part sounded the weirdest in the actual song. I thought her dancing was okay, it was like pretty average. And if you were to compare her skills to any K-pop idol that has debuted already, you will probably notice a huge difference in skills. However, I do think they have potential. I believe they only trained for a couple months, and I'm really not sure why they were in such a rush, but a little bit more training would have done them some good. Because if you're gonna label yourself as K-pop, which already has such a high standard to meet, they should have made sure that their singing and dancing was like beyond that expectation. Also, how do you draw braids again? Because that is not what they look like. Ew, it looks like a butt pooping out another butt. It is kind of sad to say, but whatever this group decided to do at the beginning, people would have already had a bias against them no matter what. But if their dancing and singing was perfect, then that would have been one less thing that people could call them out on. Oh, just something funny that I kind of noticed on their K-pop profile. When I was reading through Coco's, everything seemed normal, but then I got to the bottom and it said allergies, none. And it's like, oh, okay, thank you, that is very useful to know. What's it like being a superior human with perfect genes? Because all the other members had allergies except for Coco, so why didn't they just put nothing? I don't know, I just thought it was kind of silly. Coco be like to all her fans, hey guys, guess what? Food can't kill me, natural selection, do ya thing. So next I'm drawing Danny, and with Danny, I find that she always stands out the most in all their performances. Not in a good way. I think she would benefit from a little bit more training. She looks kinda nervous all the time and she doesn't smile either, which in turn makes me nervous and not smile when I watch her perform. Like, hasn't she seen that episode of Lisa getting mad at that trainee for not smiling? You don't want to make Lisa angry, man. She's very scary. One of the biggest things about K-pop groups is that they are always synchronized, and the dancing usually blends together, so that means there's not people over dancing, and everyone's supposed to be dancing at the same energy. I could really tell that people's energy weren't really matching with each other, and Danny stood out the most to me. Like I said though, they do have potential if they trained a little bit more. And I mean, I'm not one to talk too much because I don't have training in dancing or singing, so if she wants to be like, I pretend I do not see, that's totally fine. But as someone who watches a lot of K-pop performances, I feel like I have a good grasp on what the standard is if you want to be labeled as K-pop. And last but not least, we'll be drawing Chunso. Chunso? Sorry, I really don't know how to pronounce that name. People were calling her out about changing her name into a Korean one, and at first I thought that was kind of weird too. I thought it was kind of cringy. But now that I'm thinking about it, it doesn't really matter if she wants to change her name or not. Like, maybe it would make more sense if they debuted in Korea and she needed a stage name or something. People are allowed to change their names to whatever they want. There's no rule against it. Like, you know Grimes and Elon Musk and how they named their baby? And if I wanted to change my name into Ian Lee, I totally could. Not that I would though, I'm just kidding. Unless... Also, the language thing too. I don't think you have to be 100% fluent in Korean to be an idol. Actually, I don't think there's even a minimum requirement of how much Korean you have to know. I think it would have helped them out a lot if they spent more time learning Korean and were actually fluent in it. People probably would have taken them a bit more seriously. Oh, why did I draw them looking so sad? There, Kachi girlies, everything will be okay. I actually mostly feel bad for them, because getting this much hate thrown at you is not good for someone's mental health. And I'm also wondering, since there's a whole production team behind this group, did they not look at past groups that had similar situations like EXP and not think that this was gonna happen? I guess no one really expects backlash until you receive it. I did take a look at some of their videos too on their YouTube channel. It doesn't seem like they're disrespecting Korean culture. Like, yes, some of the things that they're doing are very cringy and kind of Koreaboo-ish. Well, actually, maybe a lot of this stuff, but I think they do have a genuine appreciation of K-pop and Korean culture. Oh, something else that I found out that was kind of funny. Their unofficial fandom name is called Coochie. I did some research, they don't have a fandom name yet, but looks like people have just given them one. And I don't know what they think about it at the moment, but if they did choose that as their fandom name, Ian Lee would actually be very happy. He would definitely collab with them. So then the Lees, Byans, Coochies can unite. What do you think our collab song would be called? Let us know. We need names for a cute concept, a sexy concept, and a dark concept. I'm thinking for dark concept it can be like Musty Flower or something. Okay, send them the fan art, and we're just gonna wait now. I heard that they're actually pretty active with reposting fan art that they get, but I'm not sure how active they're gonna be now since, you know. Anyways, I hope that they do like my fan art and it cheers them up, maybe. So I was looking for the Kachi account on Instagram so I could DM them the fan art, and the second account is Kuchieo. I'm trying to be a good person and not laugh, but you guys make it so hard. Well, it is currently the next day. The fan art has been sent on Instagram DMs as well as Twitter. They haven't seen yet or responded, so that's okay. They might be taking a break from social media. Anyways, so what is the moral of the story? I think the moral of the story is that I want to be a good person and go to heaven, but you coochies make it so hard.